Good morning. Today is a very important topic. We will cover the which is a SUMX Dax function. I have a small data for you. First, I introduce with the data. Okay. In that data, I have a product column, and next column I have a quantity columns. Okay. And next column I have a cost column. My requirement here, I want to calculate the total cost of all product. Okay. How we can calculate? This is a very simple calculation, right? So how we can calculate? Let's try first in Excel, then we will try in the Power BI. Okay, let's see in Excel. Okay, so I needed total cost of the all product. So how we can calculate? Generally, how we can do? Simple, we will multiply that column because, right, I purchased the quantity of a product and one product has a cost 48. So four product cost is the 192. So right. So first we have to calculate the total cost of each product, right? So this is the total cost of each product. Then after that we have to sum of that columns. Then we can calculate the total cost of the product. Same thing if you want to calculate in the Power BI. Okay, how we can calculate? There is a uh, SUMX Dax function. With the help of SUMX Dax function we can calculate, right? So we will use the measure, right click on any tables and click on new measure. Okay, so once you click on new measure, here the formula wall will come, and after the equal to type here sum max. Okay, after that the formula will ask the table names, right? It's a highlighted. So my table name is the sheet 3. I will type here the sheet 3. Okay, the condition, the expression, it's asking the expression, nothing is the condition. So my condition is the first we have to multiply the quantity column into the cost column, right? First my condition is quantity in multiply the cost column. I will write here. Okay, once I write type here, and then it will give me the total cost. Okay, this is my total cost. Okay, let's see is the output is coming or not. Okay, I will take the 123 card, and in that card I will check the my output. The my output is coming by 14722. Let's see in the it's matching our data or not, right? It's a matching. It means the my data is coming, my output is coming is the correct. Okay, so sum x dex function is the dynamic dex function. Okay, here is the my condition. Here is the my condition is a first we have to multiply the quantity into cost column. Whatever the cost column, so we need a sum. Okay, so whatever the condition can be change as per the maybe in future the condition can be changed. Let's see the what condition can be changed. Suppose this is my quantity. Okay, this is my cost. Okay, but my client is asking do the sum. Okay, do the sum, but the end that times, but earlier we did this multiplied, right? But my client is asking do the sum. Okay, do the sum, right? 4 plus 48. Okay, 4 plus 48 plus do the sum of each rows. Okay, if each rows, and then after the next column we have to do the sum. Okay, same like that. So 512, that the requirement the client is asking, the my condition is change here. I want to sum, and then after that that column I need a sum. So that kind of situation, that kind of logic you can apply in the sum x function also. I want to sum, but I in that case I do not want to multiply. I want to plus two columns. Okay, that next column, whatever the next column will come, so that columns I need a sum. So with the help of sum x definition we can do, right? So it will match our Excel output, like you can see here. So sum x dex function is a dynamic dex function. You can do the sum as per your condition. Condition can be change anything. Condition can be vary. So now my condition is a plus. Maybe am I in future, maybe the multiply. I want to multiply that columns, and then I want to sum. So I will use the multiply sign here. If my client is asking, okay, divide the quantity into the price column, and then after the next column, whatever the next column will come, then you have to do the sum. So I can use the divide sign also. If my client asking, right, to divide by each rows, right, quantity minus cost, and then what next column will come, then you have to do the sum. Right now I'm using the minus here. Let's see the what output is coming here. Right, minus 418 it's coming. Let's see, let's match in our Excel. Okay, I will use the minus here. Okay, and I will drag here. Let's see, yes, it's matching minus 418. So this requirement can be changed. Okay, so as per the requirement, you can change here the expression. After that, right, you can use the SUMX Dax function. I hope you understand that function. If you like this video, please like and share and subscribe. Thank you.